Okay.
Okay. We got recording going. Thank you, Tracy. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome to the wake-up call. I still hear people. Tracy, you might want to mute yourself. No, okay. All right. We're on chapter 44. It's a great topic for Monday. It's called, the title is Choose to Be Happy. As we were as Tracy was welcoming everyone this morning, Cindy from Nebraska she sounds so happy every single morning, and I think it's only like 7:15 there. And anyway, this is what I think of when I think of this chapter, just people like her who just always sound so happy. He says, although it may be tempting to dismiss a call to happiness during troubled economic times, world strife, or personal grief as overly optimistic or too simplistic, a lot of plistics, I believe these are just the occasions for a reminder that when it comes to happiness, all of us have a choice. In fact, choosing to be happy is one of the few essential decisions that we get to make regardless of our age, our stage of life, or present situation. It's a decision that can't be taken away, and no one else can make it for us. Each one of us gets to choose every single moment of every day whether or not we want to be happy. If it's the same as choosing which dress or tie to wear, or choosing to eat pancakes and syrup instead of bran cereal, just as you choose the outfit because it makes you look good, you choose the pancakes to satisfy your sweet tooth craving, you choose to be happy because it's how you want to experience life. Happy people are more likable and desirable to be around. Isn't it amazing how we're drawn to people with sunny dispositions? One of the consequences of this phenomenon of human nature is that happy people regularly benefit from the enthusiastic help and cooperation of others. Researchers have determined that happy people have stronger immune systems, endure pain better than unhappy people, and live longer. They have greater and longer opportunities to enjoy life and everything in it. Happiness leads to greater job productivity that often results in higher income, so why not choose to be happy? No doubt you can think of many reasons. You're not where you want to be in your career. You've experienced financial setbacks. Your children aren't living up to your expectations. Your boss doesn't appreciate your efforts. Your neighbors aren't friendly, and the list goes on and on. Let me suggest that these are not reasons at all. They are excuses for not being happy. Dale Carnegie explains it this way: happiness doesn't depend on any external conditions. It is governed by our mental attitude. You alone are in control of your attitude and making the decisions improve your life. Choose to be happy and then take the necessary steps to make it so. I can personally attest, this is him talking, I can personally attest to the connection between happiness and an improved quality of life. Many years ago, I decided that I would be intentional about choosing to be happy. I didn't just say I wanted to be happy. I found out what I needed to do to make happiness a daily reality for me. Though I'm fortunate that I have experienced a rewarding career and professional life, it's not my achievements that are to be credited for my happiness and the quality of life I now enjoy. Rather, it's the little decisions I consistently make each day that continue to help me in my choice to be happy. I'm just, when I read this, I think about Kirby and I, our son-in-law, Jason. His father was diagnosed, this has been a few years ago, with esophageal cancer. And he started in, treatment and he was going through really just hell, every day. just going and driving down in that Houston traffic to MD Anderson every day, going through chemo treatment after treatment. And then it started spreading to his lungs, and he just kept fighting, and he kept fighting, and he kept fighting. And he lost the battle in just 10 months. And when we went to his memorial service, we did not know his father that well. We just, knew him from occasions that, we got together as a family. But his memorial service was one of the most touching services that I have ever been to. And, I bawled through the whole thing, and I didn't even know him that well, but it was what the people had to say about him, that people got up and spoke and said about him that just blew my mind. And just, he had been at the same job since he was 17, and he was like 63. And everybody talked about how happy he was at work. And, he did drywall. Like, he started out doing the physical work, but ended up, in management. But they said he never wanted his own office because he wanted to be out in the middle of everyone so that he could talk to them, so that he could, be with them every day and encourage them. And that's what everybody said about him. He was just happy. He was an encourager. He always had a smile on his face. And even the people that got up and talked about, like, going through the 10 months of all the misery and pain that he was in going through treatment, when someone would call him and say, hey, what can I do for you? He was like, hey, what can I do for you? Can I pray for you? He always turned it back to, what can I do for you? He never, ever got in a pity party. He chose to take the high road all the time, and it showed so much at his memorial service. Kirby and I both just thought, wow, we wish we had had more time to get to know him and have, the experiences of life with this man that all of these other people did, because he made a conscious decision every day to be happy. And so it was just what a great legacy to leave behind. Anyway, Tracy, I'll give it to you for your thoughts.
All right. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right. Hey, this chapter just hit home. I'm tearing up, really. I really needed to hear this. So this brings to mind a story. So about 6 months ago, we were going to Cabo. We're sitting on the tarmac for 2 hours, or it might have been 2.5 hours. There was something wrong with our plane. I think a rivet was out of place or something, and we were just miserable. The whole plane was miserable. We were going to miss a half a day in Cabo. We were going to be there for a week, but this half a day was just being ruined. Everybody was just griping. And then all of a sudden, Jody said, you know what? We need to count our blessings. Our blessings, we're going to be late to Cabo. We're missing a whole half a day. She said, most people are working. We're getting ready to go to Cabo. Why don't we just be blessed and enjoy our blessing and just think about that? And so that was it, just that change of mindset. We chose to be happy in that moment. I said, you know what, you're right. We're going to Cabo. Why are we griping about sitting an extra hour or two and being late an hour or two going to Cabo when most people are not even going? And so this chapter just really hits home. We can take that with anything in life. When it rains, the ball player is bummed. He can't go play a game. The farmer is happy. His crops are being watered. He's going to have a good crop that day. And I think we can just apply that to so many things. We can count our blessings, or we can not count our blessings. And so thank you so much for this chapter, Cindy.
Oh, you're welcome. And, Kirby, my husband has always just been, the irritating person that says, like, I'll say something negative, and he was like, it's your choice, Cindy. You can choose to be happy. You get to decide that today. And, and I'll like go, oh, whatever, but he's always that one that says, you get to make a decision. It's your choice. Nobody else's choice. This is your choice. And he's pretty much always made that choice to be happy, to look at things, positive, and always, try not to look at the negative. And it's definitely had an influence on me because I wasn't raised that way. I was raised kind of looking at, the glass half empty and, what's the bad thing that's going to happen today. And so, I'm so thankful that I married someone who has been able to really put things into perspective for me on a daily basis. And it is a choice. We can choose to get up and be laughing, even if we have problems, even if we have something going on that we're dreading. It's like you either get to choose, am I just going to be miserable, today, or am I going to try to make the best of today? And I think that we all just have to try to make the best of every day, because we do not know what tomorrow holds. We don't know what the rest of this day holds. And so why not choose to have a good day instead of having a bad day? He says in the challenge, if you've never considered happiness as a choice before today, there has never been a better time than right now to choose happiness. Take control of your emotions and start focusing on the good things in your life and the person you want to become. As you do, you will begin to feel the happiness in your life. And he said it's an attitude that will improve every part of your life, choosing to be happy. So with that, let's all go out and make Monday a happy day. And I'll give it to you to close the call, Tracy.
All right. Hey, I just want to challenge everybody to do that. It's sometimes it's hard, but no matter what's going on, I challenge everybody to try to look at the good things in your life. Try to let the negatives go. Whatever's eating at you, just look at the good things in your life. With that, everybody else go out and have a good week, and we'll smile. When you're talking to someone, even on the phone, if you smile, you come across different. You feel better inside. So with that, we'll listen to everybody tomorrow. I'm going to unmute, and you can say goodbye. I almost forgot to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Cindy, good morning. Gibby, everyone.
Good job, Tracy.
Thank you.
Good job, Cindy and Tracy.
Bye, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you so much. We love it.
Good call. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.